This is Prison Mike. Prison Mike just started selling on Amazon and he's so motivated that he can barely contain himself. He eats, sleeps, and dreams about selling on Amazon and finally making enough to quit his job. He finds his first product, it sells 1,000 units per month, making him $100 profit per unit. He ignores all reason and common sense and orders 1,000 units and spends $10,000 on the order. The product arrives at his house. It fills his entire living room, but he doesn't really care. All he can think about is how much money he's going to make. He feels like he's on top of the world. So he goes to list this product to his Seller Central account and Amazon tells him he cannot sell this product. Now, I don't want you to end up like Prison Mike, so in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to list your product on Amazon from start to finish and how to avoid the whole Prison Mike situation so you don't end up with hundreds of products in your house that you cannot sell. So let's get into it. Now, listing products on Amazon seems like a pretty simple concept that people can't really mess up, right? Wrong. I can't tell you how many times I've seen new sellers come onto the platform and they're so eager to just sell on Amazon that they just make rookie mistake after rookie mistake and it ends up costing them hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And I don't want that to happen to you. So the first thing that you need to keep in mind is, can you even sell this product? So before you go and buy any inventory, you need to know how to list that inventory so that you can check if you're even eligible to sell that product. Listing a product before you buy it will tell you if that product is restricted, if you're ineligible to sell it, if you're gated in that brand, subcategory, category, or ASIN, and that way you know all of the information before you go and spend hundreds of dollars on a product that looks like a winner, but if you can't sell it, you're not gonna make any money and it's just gonna be taking up space in your house. In order to do this, it's really easy. All you have to do is go to add a product, you plug in the ASIN, and then you see what Amazon tells you. You don't have to completely list the product. We just want to check that you are able to sell it. So once you plug in the ASIN, Amazon's gonna tell you if you're restricted, if you're ineligible, if you're gated, or if you're able to sell this right now and you are good to go. You just need to have all of the information before you make a decision on purchasing inventory. Another thing you need to keep in mind is this product even being sold on Amazon? A lot of times new sellers will come onto the platform and they're having trouble finding their first set of products and they think the solution is, let me go and list a new product onto Amazon because it's selling well at this store or that store, or I think it's going to sell well on Amazon and it's not currently being sold. The problem with doing this is that, one, there's already millions of products that you can sell profitably that doesn't require all of this extra work. Two, essentially you're following the private label process, except you're not importing from China or manufacturing your own product, but you still have to do all of the work. You have to create the listing, you have to do PPC, you have to optimize all of the pictures, all of the headline, the body copy, backend keywords, and so much more. There really is no need to do this until you're a more advanced seller that can really bring listings to life. And in the beginning, this is a big mistake. Last thing you want to keep in mind before I jump into my Seller Central account and show you how to list a product is, you want to sell this product FBA or FBM. The simple difference is that if you send it FBA, fulfilled by Amazon, Amazon is going to fulfill these orders. They're going to handle customer service. They're going to store all of your inventory in their warehouses, and then you can go about your business just to keep going and product sourcing so you can have more and more inventory. Or you can do FBM, where instead of sending it off to Amazon and then fulfilling your orders, you are storing the inventory, you are fulfilling the orders, and you are handling customer service. There are pros and cons to both, and FBM definitely has its season where it's really a good idea to start diving into FBM, but you don't have to do it. But you do want to have an idea of, am I going to do FBA or am I going to do FBM for this specific product that I'm about to list? All right, guys, but let's jump into my computer and let me show you how to list a product on your Seller Central account. All right, so in order to list a product, we need to get the ASIN. So we can get this right here from SellerAmp. You can also go to the URL of the exact listing that you want to be on and get the ASIN from the URL. If the product is a variation, make sure you have the right size. I don't have the right size because this is just an example, so it doesn't matter. But if you're selling size 10s, make sure you're clicking on size 10s. You can also find the ASIN down in the product details, but if it is a variation, this may not be correct. All right, you can also find it in Keepa. If Keepa decides to load, you can poke around in Keepa and you can also find the ASIN there. The most reliable places are in the URL or right here off of the SellerAmp Chrome extension. You get that ASIN, then you're gonna go over to your Seller Central account. All right, so we're in Seller Central. You're gonna click on add a product and you're gonna have a couple of different options to add this product. So we can just type in our title if we wanna do that, Nike 77 vintage, and try to find our listing that way. But the easiest way is just go to product ID. It's gonna ask you for UPC, EAN, ISBN, or an ASIN. We're gonna be using the ASIN. You don't wanna use the UPC because sometimes, even though a UPC should be assigned to only one product, sometimes on Amazon, a UPC is assigned to 10 different products, right? So we always use the ASIN because it is the exact Amazon identifier that is on the Amazon catalog, so we will not have any issues. So if you were gated or ineligible to sell a product, you wouldn't even get to this page. After you submitted your ASIN to add a product, it would have prompted you to apply to ungate, or it would have told you something else like you're restricted in this ASIN or whatever it may be. But if you get to this page, that means you're completely good to list this product. All right, so I already filled everything out just to make this go a little bit faster, but we want to put our condition, which we can do right here or right here. And then we want to assign a SKU to this. So because we're just using this as an example, I just put test SKU. You also want to put how many units you're going to send in. I put 15. For your price, you put whatever price you want to sell this at. Obviously, you want to be competitive in the buy box, but typically when I send things in, I'm raising the price in case the price goes up. Because let's say I'm sending in a box of, let's say these Nike shoes right here, and they're all selling for 50 bucks, but by the time my product gets there, everybody has sold out that is selling at that price, and now the new price is, let's say, $75. Because I already set my price, as soon as they become available for sale, they're going to drop to that $50 mark that I originally put, right? So then I'm losing out on potentially 10, 20 more dollars of profit, right? So I always put the price a little bit higher. Now, as far as your fulfillment goes, if you want to fulfill this yourself and do FBM, you will click on I will ship this item myself, merchant fulfilled. If you're going to have Amazon do it for you, you will click Amazon will ship and provide customer service, which is fulfilled by Amazon, FBA, right? So we're going to do this one, and then we will just save and finish. And that's all you have to do to list a product. After a few minutes, it will show up in your manage inventory page, and then you will be able to create a shipping plan. Now, guys, it is inevitable that once you start product sourcing consistently, you are going to be running into gated products, gated brands, gated subcategories, and you really need to understand what that is and how to ungate yourself consistently so that you are able to sell all of these other products that nobody has access to. Because of that, I want you to watch this video next, where I take you from beginner to expert when it comes to ungating in one single video. Also, if you want to be part of my one-on-one mentorship group and get results just like all of these clients that I'm showing you on screen right here, go ahead and click that first link in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video.